Hey, what's up guys? So this is Anton. I'm back for a video and I'd like to just take you guys through some of the progress that I've done for my upcoming game Hitbuster Alpha. I changed the name just because the mechanics of the game have changed. You can get the game at itch.io. I'll put a link at the description down below. And apologies for the poor audio. I have yet to resolve my audio problems, but generally just like you to enjoy what I have so far. Today I'll take you through some of the design stuff that I've used and for the game, and what I'll be planning to put over a period of time. So without further ado, we'll just start off with Aliana. She's just basically a lolly with long legs. She's like basically the villain that you don't suspect, but you can tell that she's a bit dangerous. This is Gulik, just basically the grappler. I realized the very few female grapplers in fighting games. Decided to include her. Her design, for her design option was just something cute and sexy at the same time. It was just something, the contrast that made it interesting. For Gulik, she has a translucent mini dress with her bikini inside, and the mini dress has got sports stuff on it. Yana has basically a cutesy girl, but with a backpack full of flames, with like a scout. What are they called? Cookie, like a Girl Scout cap. And yeah, basically that's her. Sadina is basically like a princess, but with a long dress and boots. This was inspired partly by Star Wars, Princess Amidala. This was inspired by Admiral's stuff on the side. She's basically a princess, so basically like royalty. This is Vatrell, who's basically a pirate, or what you call a bounty hunter, or pirate bounty hunter. And with her design, I had some challenges with how the coat would go over her body, because I wanted her to have minimal clothing under her body, because she's confident, she doesn't want to be disturbed, she wants to feel free. Though I had problems with how the coat went over her chest, because I also wanted her to look pretty, or rather a bit sexy. Because of her character, she's a bit outgoing, so she's not so shy. But the problem was the coat wasn't contouring to her body. Then I realized it would be easier if I could tie a knot here, and it would solve the problem of the coat following her body. This was just options with the hair, which I was thinking. This is Tank. I called him Moth here, but I renamed him. He's a character which is in one of my mangas called Tank and Base. It's basically a buffalo, a mixture between a buffalo and a robot. It's like a hybrid. Let's go here. It's just Vatrell and how the thing would work, contouring her body and her boobs. This is Yasmin, basically the bad girl, and she's basically wearing a plaid shirt, red and black, with shorts. I don't know if this are called a girdle or what, just to make her look like a naughty girl, with a choker and some this hair might change, just some boots. This Nifra, basically K-pop girl stroke tech wear girl, which I haven't done a full body of her, but I will. This is Irel. This is her, basically inspired by ski goggles and fitness. Same for this one, inspired by tennis. She likes tennis. This is boxing. I realized there are very few boxers who are female in games, though they're there, but I mean not too much, like outrightly boxers. This was just Irel in her workout kit, and you'll notice she has a hood and she has a crop top over her boobs. This is Yuna, the main protagonist for the series. Gave her a combat cap and long hair at the back. a jacket. I think it was something that made her look cool. These jeans are all changed into cargo pants. This was another character which I was designing. I wanted to put in African patterns on the dress, which will come later. This is Derek Petrovich. He's basically an investigator, a detective, but I don't want to spoil what he does more, but I just wanted to give an image of basically like a suave guy, and he's basically, I was inspired by what are they called, by manhwa comics. I like the way they draw guys with big shoulders and stuff, although mine are a bit more stronger because they have to fit into the game in the sense of fighting. If I made him a bit too slim, he might not be able to keep his own. But meanwhile, there's a white shirt, black tie, just a standard detective uniform with the gun hanging up. This is General Victor Strong. It's basically a general in the army. Also, I gave him this old kind of regalia with the boots. Basically, think of it like a mix between Renaissance and Second World War German uniform. This is Elliot Dante. He's basically a mechanic, and this is just basically how he looks like. Just a outgoing guy, although so basically it's like if you think of a Shoto in the game, like him is like just the main guy. Basically a mix between Ryu and Terry, I'd say. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. This one, do I remember his name? This is, the name was here, Riker. This is Riker. Is also part of the team. Just a simple jacket with a pull neck, kind of a sweater, and ripped jeans and shoes. That's simple. Just wanted him to look cool but simple at the same time. I realized to design men is much harder than chicks because there's a lot of limitations in terms of fashion and position, because I've realized with dudes it's much, the second you give him something official, he changes his position. But for girls, you can give him a different kind of kit, but she still might not change her position. Basically, to design for a lady, you can determine her character, but for dudes, it's not that easy. It kind of feels monotonous. As for notice, the chicks, there's more character with the different uniforms. For dudes, it's a bit the same. But generally, all the differences come once you get to see them in their full color, in their full glory in the game. And as always, in the manga, when they talk about stuff, and you get to know them more. This is something a bit different. Garex is more basically a mix between techwear. So him is a Ghanaian. They also have this kind of hat, like this Japanese hat or Chinese Asian hat, but it's not the one. Underneath here, he's got what are they called? Robes. What are they called? Basically, they have this in Mali. He's from Mali, and you have this gap going on. And then he has techwear. So basically, it's a fusion between old school and new school. And then we have a long list here. Let's go quickly. So we've already known this is Tank. This is Gulik. We've already talked about her. We've got a translucent dress with the numbers here. Yuna with the flamethrower with the Arkan. Arkan is basically a warrior, but he's like a bad guy. But I didn't want. I wanted him to have hair like the way, if you ever Google cool African hair from Rwanda or Burundi, you get some crazy hair, which I really liked. This was my inspiration. This is the same as Mr. Garex, but the only difference is him is an old school warrior. Him is called Meko. He's from my old comics. him is blind. This is called Varian, and he's basically basically like the Jackie Chan of the group. The races. One thing you'll notice, you'll think that some of them are white. But what you do not realize is most of them are actually Africans. But I will, when I do the final design, you'll notice you'll get that more out, right? And then this is Aliana again, the boots. This Zenny was inspired by basically a mixture between K-pop, fitness, basically cool stuff. These are just sneakers. If you notice here, I put the clans, which I put later on all of them. I classified them in clans. This is Raya, which is basically a mechanic. She helps Yuna, and this is her mech garb on with the fighting thing, standard fighting thing on the head. Lynn is basically a female guile, but with more style, a bit more business oriented. Daikata is more of half android, half human, and then this is Vatrell we've seen above. So Hash is more suave, like got this 80s, late 80s, early 90s thing going on with Tony Stark glasses. Just wanted to break the monotony because I realized very few have glasses, so that's why I put on her glasses. This is just more. This Hash is from the future, so she's got this more futuristic design going on around her with a cape. And then Vatrell, yeah, we talked about her like a pirate stroke bounty hunter. And then this is she's basically a deity. She's called Ami, and she's half deity, half human. And yes, so that's it basically. Later on, when I finalize on the designs, I will take you more through in depth where they are from, what their powers are, and basically the whole story put together. It was the Alpha Roster Comcast Studios. So guys, thank you for watching. I promise I'm going to take more time onto this. I just don't want to give out too much because most of it I would like you guys to find out through the course of the manga and the game. But meanwhile, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support, and I hope if you'd like to download the game, you can get it at itch.io, and there's also an album which you can grab. I'll put a link as well, music album for the soundtrack, and the manga as well, the starting of the manga. Yes, so thank you, have an awesome day, and as always, feel free to comment down below any questions or comments. Let me know, I'd really appreciate. Thank you very much, and have an awesome day.